So today I have a COSRX review for you guys. I have got a shit ton of stuff. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty proud of myself because I've accumulated quite a lot of COSRX products. So I hope you guys are ready for a pretty in-depth review, and I know a lot of you guys have been asking me where can you get COSRX in Singapore. I will list the links down below as well as other places that I have found them. Some of them were sent to me, some of them I bought by myself. So without further ado, I'm going to get into the review, but I really very quickly want to talk about the difference between AHAs and BHAs. This, if you guys don't know, are chemical exfoliants. They are acids. AHA stands for alpha hydroxy acid and BHA stands for beta hydroxy acid. And if you guys don't know what that means, I think you guys should stick around. If you guys know what it means, then feel free to skip to this time frame. It's very important that you guys know the difference between these chemical exfoliants so that you can choose what helps your skin out better. My skin has gotten a lot better these few months and I really want to credit it to chemical exfoliants. I have not been using a physical exfoliant in a very long time, so anything that has a scrub or anything that has coarse things, I try not to use them because my skin is very sensitive and it's very acne prone. If your skin is very tough and your skin can take physical exfoliating, then that is awesome. But for a lot of people with acne, your skin barrier is already compromised. You get a lot of raw skin, you get a lot of flaking. Any kind of physical exfoliant or even you touching your face a bit too harshly can cause a lot of damage. So chemical exfoliants are a really good alternative. They can exfoliate the buildup of dead skin cells and whatever that causes the dry skin, hyperpigmentation, and it can also clear out your pores depending on which kind of acid you're using. So chemical exfoliants like AHAs that usually include glycolic acid or lactic acid, as well as BHAs, which is usually just salicylic acid, help to kind of unglue the sticky bonds between your real new skin and the dull dead skin cells that are on your surface. By gently exfoliating it with chemical exfoliants, you reveal a very even and smooth complexion. Both AHAs and BHAs help to hydrate the skin, even out the skin tone, builds like smoothness of texture, and generally it just brightens up your skin tone and just makes it look amazing. It can also help with fine lines and aging, so if you're into that, that is really cool. Contrary to popular belief, AHAs and BHAs both work on the surface of your skin, but the main difference is that BHAs are oil soluble, so they can actually penetrate into your pores and clear out the clogged pores and just kind of like remove all that gunk underneath. Whereas AHAs are water soluble, so they are better for dry, sun damaged skin because it has natural moisturizing properties. So here's the million-dollar question. Do you need both AHAs and BHAs to survive and have a good skincare routine? I would say no, because I feel like having AHAs and BHAs is a bit of an overkill unless you alternate them within days and you just don't like pack on everything onto your skin. Of course, to build it up slowly, but my recommendation would be if you have oily skin, if you have clogged pores, a lot of blackheads, I think it would be a better choice to start with BHAs and see whether it really does a good job in unclogging your pores. And for people with dry or sun damaged skin, like I mentioned before, it's better to start with AHA. Also, it depends on what your skin concerns are. If you have a lot of uneven skin tone and you want to smooth out like just the outer layer of brightness on your skin, then AHAs would work really well for you. But if you want to like get into your clogged pores and clean them out, then BHAs would be good for you. Because I'm trying out these products, so I'm using both AHAs and BHAs. I like the BHA more and I'm gonna talk about it later. And I will move on to each product and show you guys which one has AHA, which one has BHA, and how I use them in my routine. So thank you for sticking around with me. That was a very short skincare lesson, but I am such a nerd about these things and I feel like the more I learn, the better my skin gets. So let's get started! Right, since I have been talking about the AHAs and BHAs, I feel like you guys are more curious than ever to know what has AHA and BHA in it. Let me jump in with the most popular item, the One Step Clear Pimple Pad. As the title suggests, these are clear pimple pads that have a exfoliated side and a smooth side. Let me show it to you guys. The quilted or rougher side is supposed to help you exfoliate, remove your impurities, and also dig deep into the pores, while the smoother side is supposed to hydrate and improve your skin texture. I generally use this the moment I get out of the shower after cleansing, so I go over it with one pad, flip it over, go over it again, and then either I go in with a serum or an essence. This has betaine salicylate, which is a BHA, so it's supposed to help unclog your pores, and it's also also made with bark water instead of water. I think I mentioned this in my empties before. I really like it because it's very calming and it doesn't irritate your skin. The amount of BHA in this is very low as compared to like other concentrated BHA serums or solutions. This is like my second or third. I think it's my third. If anyone is looking for something a little stronger on the BHA side, then you might want to try this. This is the Natural BHA Skin Returning Aerosol. This is a chemical exfoliator. It's not a toner, and please do not use it like a toner. I only use this twice a week or thrice a week at most, and I don't even fill up the entire cotton pad. Like I put just a little bit and I just gently swipe, I swipe, I swipe, I swipe. If I'm not wrong, the aerosols are a little bit less concentrated than the other one, which is the Blackhead Power. I don't have that because I just never found the need to get that. It does a very good job at exfoliating my skin. It doesn't burn, which is very pleasant. I don't notice an immediate effect from it, but I feel like it helps my skin when my moisturizers and my masks go on my face because it just generally helps absorb better. So anyone with really clogged pores like blackheads and whatnot, I highly recommend this because I think it just kind of melts all the blackheads off. The blackheads are not really visible anymore, so yeah, I've used like quite a bunch of it, so I recommend this as well. If you're looking for something on the AHA side, then the AHA 7 Whitehead Power Liquid should be good for you. I don't know if you can tell, but I've only used this much of it. It really burns my face, and I've mentioned this in my May favorites before. My skin really freaked the hell out the moment I put this on my skin. What I have done since then is I have used like a teeny tiny little bit of this, and I mix it in with my toner and I use it, and I don't use any BHAs at all. And that seems to work okay because I use such little product each time round. I cannot give you guys a very fair review and say that it has been working wonderfully because it hasn't, but also I can't blame it because I use like the tiniest bit. So if you guys are wondering whether AHA works for you or not, I would say try it out at a lower dosage, maybe one of the aerosols, because this is quite strong. If you're feeling brave and your skin is not ultra sensitive like mine is, I would say go for it. But if you have very raw skin, very exposed cystic acne, I wouldn't recommend this, not right now. Moving on to the next item, I have a cleanser for you guys, and this is actually one of my favorites. I wouldn't say it's my absolute favorite, maybe like my top 3. This is the Low pH Good Morning Gel Cleanser. The one thing I really enjoy about COSRX, and also I think why they are so successful, is because they don't have any like marketing gimmicks and they don't have any like nonsense that you're like, oh wow. It tells you exactly what it is. This is a low pH gel cleanser. For anyone that doesn't know, you want your cleanser to be of a low pH, to be slightly acidic, like 5.5 to 6 maybe. Anything that's a bit too alkaline-y, like a lot of the foam cleansers, it can result in skin irritation, especially if you already have acne. I think if your skin is clear and your skin is fine, then that is okay, but you don't want an alkaline surface on your skin because it helps bacteria breed. Having this is really great. It is so light. It's such a big amount of stuff and it's really very cheap. Like this was like 10 Sing dollars, and I've been recommending this to my friends for a while now and they all love it. No extra nonsense that you don't want in your like skin cleanser, and it does a really good job of cleansing your skin without being too harsh. Anyone that has blemished or blemish prone skin can definitely try this out. I think it is really safe and it's much more gentle than any of the cleansers out there, I believe at least. So this has been kind of like my everyday thing where I really have been using this pretty much every day. Every time I try and swap it out, right, I always go back to this because I feel like my skin's like, no, come back. So yeah, really like this and I highly recommend it because it's so affordable and it's so good. The next item we're going to talk about is the Mela 14 White Ampoule, and this is the only serum that I got from COSRX. This has niacinamide, betaine salicylate, and glycolic acid, which means it has AHAs and BHAs, and it's of a very high concentration because this is a serum. I love this. I haven't been using this a ton because I've been very afraid of it, honestly. I don't know why. I think it's because like I know it has AHAs inside and I know that like AHAs kind of burn my skin. You know, like the Whitehead Power actually did burn my skin a bit, so I kind of like stopped using that and I never went to this for a while, but I have been using it now and I really like it. It's a cross between a very slippery gel and essence. I like that the packaging is very sturdy. You gotta remove this and then you have the dropper. Niacinamide has been a very popular skincare ingredient because it just helps out your skin tremendously, and it has AHAs and BHAs, so like what can I say, it's like totally up my alley. I really love it. It targets your dark spots, hyperpigmentation and acne scars, and it really helps you build a very bright, even and smooth complexion. So really been enjoying this and I can't wait to use it more. This next item may well be my favorite. This is the oil-free ultra moisturizing lotion with Birch sap, and this is such a great moisturizer. No, I've been spazzing it in my May favorites. If you guys haven't watched it yet, then feel free to click up here. I know I just talk about it all the damn time. Packaging, like I said, very sturdy, very convenient. You don't ever have to touch and interact with the product inside, so it's always fresh. Not to mention that this is oil-free, so anyone with very oily skin that is worried about having a moisturizer that's too heavy for you in the day, this is absolutely perfect. I love wearing this in the day because it absorbs really well. It still leaves your skin kind of moisturized, like when you do the rest of your makeup routine. Besides its lightweight formula, it also has very good and calming ingredients that is very suitable for sensitive, oily or acne prone skin. So that's what I really like about this. No frills, no added fragrance or whatnot, and it's just what you need for your skin. So I've been really enjoying this, and it's quite a good size. Most moisturizers come in like a smaller, like squeezy tube, right? So I kind of like that it's a good size. I really like this moisturizer. I want to say like, good job! Next item I have on hand is the Centella Blemish Cream. This was brought to my attention after I saw Edward and Joan's video, and she was talking about how much she absolutely loves this and her brother loves it too, and they call it the MVP cream, and I was just like, what is that? I have to have it. So I ordered it, and I think this was like the second item I got from COSRX after this. But I'm kind of disappointed to say that I don't think it did a lot for my skin. Joan claimed that it was amazing and like she and her brother could see immediate effects like one day after, but for me it didn't happen. I didn't see that it really did a lot of things, but I know that the ingredients in here are really great. Centella Aesthetica is kind of like the active ingredient in this cream that is supposed to help with hyperpigmentation and the healing of acne. So I tried that, but I honestly don't think it did a lot for my skin. Can't say that it lightened my hyperpigmentation. I think maybe it calmed it a little bit. Tried using a bit more, and I don't know what I was doing in between that skincare routine, but I actually broke out, and then I tried using it less and it seems to work better. So maybe my skin's just weird, or it's just like taking a while to react to it. And maybe because I haven't been using it super regularly. So I will continue to use it and update you guys in the comments below how I'm finding it. Next item with me, if you guys will believe it, is a mask, and I've already used it. This is the Holy Moly Snail Mask. I don't think anyone has done a review on these yet because these are new, I think. I don't know, I haven't heard anyone talk about it, but I really want to talk about it because snail mucin is really good for the healing of acne and the recovery of skin. So have tried this just last night so that I can give you guys the freshest first impression ever. It didn't do wonders in brightening my skin or making it look absolutely magical, don't get me wrong, but it was very hydrated by the time I woke up. Felt as if I had a sleeping mask put on my face like before I went to sleep when I didn't. The one thing about it though is that it's very watery. It's not watery in like a water consistency, like it's definitely quite like slippery and quite like snail mucin-y, but there's just like so much of it and doesn't adhere to the mask all the way, so it ended up like spilling everywhere, and there's a lot in the packet left, and I didn't know that. When I was keeping this packet, it kind of spilled around everywhere. So, but then again, who keeps the packaging unless you're doing a review like me? But considering that this was maybe like $3 a mask, I felt like I had to let you guys know to just like scrape out the serum and put it on your face. But I really like it because I have such sensitive skin, so a lot of the face masks sometimes get to tingle around like places where I used to have acne, and it's just not a pleasant experience because I never know if it's gonna burn those spots or it's gonna make them even redder. It didn't make me flare up, didn't do any of that. It's just very good at hydrating and moisturizing your skin. If you have blemished or blemish prone skin, then definitely try this out because it's very calming, and I don't think there are like really strong active ingredients here that will make your skin freak out. So speaking of masks, I also picked up the Overnight Moisturizing Honey Mask. Now this is really something else. It is so interesting, and I'm gonna show you guys the consistency because it really does look a bit like honey. It's very gooey, very thick. I don't know if you guys can see it. very jelly-like. I feel like it does a really good job at hydrating your skin, and also because it's honey, it's supposed to help lighten your acne scars and your hyperpigmentation. And I feel like it does that. Even though it's not very obvious, I feel like it does help your skin with its recovery, and because it's honey, it's just like so pleasant. And don't get me wrong, this doesn't hydrate and moisturize my skin as well as the Laneige water sleeping mask, but this does a very good job at recovering your skin. And I always feel like my skin is very happy whenever I use this. So I don't use this all the time. I use this maybe once a week because I do have other sleeping masks. This is also really high in propolis extract, which is what you can find in most honey skincare products, and it's really good for like the recovery of skin, like I said a million times. So yeah, I really highly recommend this if you want something very calming and provides intense hydration with refreshing moisture. Yeah, ooh. So that's exactly what I said. Really good at hydrating, moisturizing, and very good for skin with acne as well because it doesn't irritate your skin at all. Final item, the Acne Master Patches. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys what they look like in case you guys are very curious and you don't know what hydrocolloid pads look like. Actually, it's not a lot, but because it's very cheap, I don't mind it. And it has 3 different sizes, one for really big ass pimples, one for the normal size, and one for smaller whiteheads and blemishes. They are like this thick material. You paste them on your pimples when they have erupted, so when they have those whiteheads, and if you have like really red angry ones. And what they generally help to do is to draw out the pus, you know, that white gunk, and it either absorbs them itself or brings them to the front so that you can, please don't pop them, but you can pop them, or you can stick on another pad to get it extracted without tearing your skin. So that is really fantastic. And it also helps even out your texture and provides a very nice barrier between the outside environment and like your damaged skin. So these pads are perfect for anyone that has a lot of blemishes, that has a lot of acne, or that occasionally gets one of those like whiteheads. Whiteheads? You know what I mean? Whiteheads, the really irritating ones that are just like so out and proud and just like, hi, notice me. So those kind of pimples are the worst. So this is really good to counteract that. To be very honest, I don't really get whiteheads, like not the big ones that needs hydrocolloid padding, but from the very few times I have used this, it's very strong, like it adheres to your skin very well. And for me, I would very highly recommend you either wait for your moisturizer to settle in before you put the pad on, or to kind of do it in between. They really adhere and they cling on for dear life, and you can just get through sleeping and tossing around. Sometimes I like push it past my hair, like scratch my face, and it doesn't come off. So these are all the COSRX products I have on hand today, and if you guys want to know what is on my wish list, that Rise Overnight Spa Mask, and also the 96 Snail Mucin Essence, that is definitely on my wish list as well. I can't wait to get that because I've been hearing such wonderful things about it. I feel like they're always coming out with new stuff, and because they are really popular right now, you can just bet that they'll be coming out with more exciting things. But I really am very happy with COSRX products. I've been hearing quite a bit of buzz about them since last year, and I'm very glad I like fully committed to trying them out because some of these products here are really very fantastic, especially at the price range. These are really affordable products that range from like 3 Sing dollars to maybe, I don't know, like 20 Sing dollars, 25. And these are all very specific to your skin needs and what you want as an active ingredient. So I really enjoy that. I really like honesty between like skincare companies and the consumer, so that's one thing I really have to applaud COSRX for, and I guess that's why they are so popular. I love honest skincare, so I'm very happy to be sharing this review for you guys, and this came very highly requested. I saw your request, okay? I delivered. So if you guys want me to review any other skincare brand, please let me know. I would love to do that for you guys. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click the thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. I make new videos twice or thrice every week, and click that bell notification button to be notified when I make a new video. I will see you guys really soon. Thanks for sticking around, and goodbye. Oof. That's bright.